Buvaisar Saitiev is a legendary wrestler. He is the most titled freestyle wrestler in the world, a 6-time world and European champion, and a 3-time Olympic champion. Only the legendary Alexander Medved, who is also a 3-time Olympic champion, has won more gold at world championships, namely 7. Saitiev is the first Chechen to win an Olympic gold medal, a Chechen by nationality who glorified his native Dagestan. He is still just basic to his relatives and friends, and to young people he is an example of endurance, courage and aspiration to victory. Buvaisar Saitiev grew up in a large family in Khasavyurt. When he was only 13, his father died in a car accident and his mother single-handedly raised 6 children. He had to work his way to the top of Olympus by his hard work and true Caucasian character. At the age of 14, Buvaisar achieved the title of Master of Sports, and at the age of 15 the young athlete moved to Novokuznetsk, where he studied at a sports boarding school. A year later, he became the winner of the Soviet Union Youth Championship, which was held for the last time in the history of the Union. Having finished school, Buvaisar chose the path of a sports career. After, he moved to Krasnoyarsk and became a pupil of the strongest school of freestyle wrestling under Dmitry Mediashvili. At the age of 20, Buvaisar Saitiev became the 1995 world champion in Atlanta, and from here he started counting down his unique large-scale victories. A year later, in the same Atlanta, Buvaisar Saitiev's Olympic star was lit up. He managed to defeat the experienced Korean Park Jang-soon, the winner of the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, who could do nothing on the mat with his Caucasian rival, so young and grasping. The spectators compared Park Jang-soon to a calf trying to wrestle an oak tree. The bout ended in a 5-0 dry score. The youngest Russian athlete in freestyle wrestling won gold at the 1996 Olympics. Freestyle wrestling connoisseurs also recall the final of the Olympic Games in Athens, Greece, in 2004. The honor of the country was again defended by the legendary and invincible Buvaisar, defeating in the decisive fight wrestler from Kazakhstan Gennady Loliv. Before that, he left no chance to his rivals, titled wrestlers, winners of European and World Championships and Olympic Games, Arpad Ritter, Emzarios Bantanidis, Murad Gaidarov, Christian Brazovsky. Saitiev crushed the main contender for Olympic gold, Loliv, on the mat with a score of 7-0, leaving him no chance. Every fan remembers Buvaisar Saitiev's fight because it was a truly exciting fight. One more grandiose victory came to Buvaisar Saitiev a year earlier. All of Buvaisar Saitiev's fights were remembered by fans of freestyle wrestling. However, the brightest in his career was recognized as the meeting on the carpet of Madison Square Garden in New York in 2003 at the World Championships. Belarusian wrestler Murad Gaidarov of Dagestan could not withstand the onslaught of the famous Chechen, despite the fact that Buvaisar felt unwell after a severe injury, a fracture of the facial bone. The coaches questioned Saitiev's participation in the final match, but Buvaisar took to the mat, proving his endurance. The fight ended in a draw, but Saitiev received fewer judges' comments and defended his title of 5-time world champion. Very memorable was also the final of the Russian Championship in 2008, where a ticket to Beijing for the Olympic Games was played. The 33-year-old Saitiev managed to defeat Mekhak Murtazaliyev, a fighter to whom he had lost twice before. The first round of this fight was not in Saitiev's favor, but in the last round he left no chance to his opponent and proved again that he is the strongest in freestyle wrestling. Buvaisar Saitiev won his third Olympic gold medal in Beijing in 2008. Soslan Tiji from Uzbekistan then became a worthy opponent on the Olympic carpet, until the last second of the fight did not give up his position. In an open and persistent struggle, Saitiev still managed to take the upper hand over his Uzbek rival. He finished the bout with a score of 3-1 and confirmed his title as Olympic champion. After Beijing, Saitiev decided to leave the sport. There was talk of his return on the eve of the next Olympic Games in London in 2012, but Saitiev refused to test his fate. In his interviews, the athlete says that now he lives quietly like a normal person. Well, speaking about wrestling, Saitiev considers wrestling a very important sport. Sitting at the chessboard and playing chess is not difficult, no one prevents you from concentrating. But in wrestling, not only do you have to anticipate and calculate your opponent's actions ahead of time, he also constantly interferes with you. He wants to get on the horse himself. At the championship level, it is a whole chain of factors. It is a rivalry of strategies, characters, and inner worlds, not just skill and physical strength.